Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Retro Monday OVAdrive. That ain't changing. It's Monday, it's hot as balls. Again, it has been this whole weekend, and now it's Labor Day Monday, and it's still hot as balls, and whatever. Now, last week on Retro Monday OVAdrive, we watched the first of 3 high-profile anthology feature filmy thingies, the first of which was Neo Tokyo, aka Many Many Make You Monogatari, aka Labyrinth Tales, aka, I don't know, it has like 300 titles, including the 3 titles of the 3 skits, sections, segments, portions, separate, I don't know, vignettes, within it. It was fucking really good and kind of mind-bending and kind of mind-expanding and had some of the just most gorgeous art and animation that I've just ever seen. And that's really good, and that's really cool, and it makes me confident that continuing on to watch these anthology films is probably a pretty good idea. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to turn our attention to the second of these, sort of chronologically, kind of not really, and it is Robot Carnival. I'm sorry, it's Robot Carnival. This was released in 1987 and consists of 9 separate, entirely independent skits, all of which have to do with robots and technology and the relations of humans to those things, each created and seemingly, like, almost entirely done, except for, like, finish animation and in-betweening and stuff, by one auteur. One director, animator, creator, writer, person who decided, yeah, I'll make a skit thing, vignette thing about robots, and then they did. The more important thing is the list of those particular people, which let me just pull up because it's way too big a list of insanity for me to, like, really just pick and choose from. Hidetoshi Omori, Kitakubo, Kitazume, Otomo, Morimoto. I don't know Lambdo, but I probably will after this. Takashi Nakamura, Yasuomi Umetsu. Like, these are some names of some people. Sadamoto, other people on character design, other people on general art, Yuji Sawai, Yuji Ikehata, Yui Shimazuki. There are so many recognizable names and people on this list of creative staff that it's just kind of insane. And so I'm pretty excited. There is one issue here. This entire thing is broken up, genuinely broken up into 9 separate segments. Opening, Franken's Gear, Deprive, Presence, Starlight Angel, Cloud, Strange Tales of Meiji Machine Culture, Westerners Invasion, that's all one, Chicken Man and Redneck, and then Ending. That's 9 of them, and I think the total runtime is something like an hour and a half plus-ish. I think we're gonna aim to get like 4 of them done today, because that's like, depending on the length of all of them, that's probably gonna be like 40 minutes of content, and we're gonna stop in between each one because they're separate files, and we're gonna have to reset the timer and stuff in between each one because they're separate files, and this is gonna take forever to edit. So I'm gonna split, I think, unless I change my mind like an hour and a half from now when I feel like we're halfway through-ish. Unless I change my mind, we're going to split Robot Carnival into 2 videos that will occur over the next 2 weeks. That way I will commit myself to finishing the thing next week. This only works because these are supposedly separate, though thematically linked vignettes, and this gives us the opportunity to talk through each one in turn without feeling like we're breaking up the whole thing, because, well, they're already broken up, right? They're kind of like the effect of separate episodes of different lengths and different themes and different topics. We're just going to be kind of jumping around. So the way this is going to work is pretty simple. It'll be exactly the same as most of my reaction videos, except that it will have a shitload of separate timers and episodes and things built into it. Picture-in-picture version will all be just sort of smushed together. The timer-based version, however, will be sort of separatified. So I'll have to go through and find where each episode's timer begins, where we like begin discussing what we expect from it, start watch, well, which we probably won't do. I'll keep pre-discussion to a minimum. Watch it, do the timer for it, get to the end of it, discuss it in whatever way we feel like we can, and then take stock of whether I'm like fading out of existence because it's 110 degrees outside and like 94 degrees up in my room, which is pretty fucking hot and not fun. I'm gonna just, like, in the interest of that, I'm gonna put some water on my pants, which will then evaporate and cool me down at least a little bit, which is nice. And yeah, I think that's about it. So, we've got 9 thingamajiggies. We're going to aim to get 4 or 5 of them done today. And they're going to be about robots. I like robots. I like robots in general. Asimov was one of my major introductions to sci-fi. So his tales like iRobot and his various, I mean, Asimov has written a lot. Isaac Asimov has written a whole shitload of short stories and novels and novellas on the topic or centered around the topic of the laws of robotics. So you can find his like First Law series. You can find his his Inferno series is all based around that. iRobot is, of course, although it's completely different from the movie. Don't think that they're the same thing. They're not. And then he also has some anthologies of different stories about robots. I'm interested to see how many of these animators and creators take like a classical perspective on robotics and artificial intelligence, and how many of them just sort of let their imaginations expand and just go kind of funky with it. I kind of hope that we'll end up seeing sort of a swath of different results and possibilities and things like a super transcendental transhumanist future. A fully digitized future could be very interesting as well. An entirely machine only future with no humans within it could be very interesting as well. But those are deep future. I'm also intrigued by what kind of like very near future situations these individuals imagined in 1987, because 1987 we had the very beginnings of the advents of some of the technology that has come to shape the entirety of our world in the 21st century now. We were just getting inklings of what this could actually lead to. And so to jump back to that time frame and see how people predicted these things would develop can always be very interesting, both because sometimes they're right and because it's sometimes very interesting to understand how they're wrong and maybe what fears were irrelevant and what fears came to great fruition. It's kind of difficult to not think of something like Serial Experiments Lain, a show from not that different a time frame that predicted all kinds of things and all kinds of different kinds of fears around technology. So I'm very intrigued by this because I've got a lot of history with it, and hopefully I'll be able to leverage that into interesting discussions that still focus enough on, the animation-y stuff, but also the ideas in play, and do that whole thing that is the tightrope walk of my existence, where I try to balance all of my various interests in this magical, compacted, combined, intersectionally powerful thing that that we all call anime. So, I think I've settled enough here. Let's go ahead and watch Robot Carnival. We're starting with opening. I believe that both opening and ending are entirely Otomo. Yeah, Katsuhiro Otomo, direction OPED, script OPED. And there are only scripts for a couple of these, which makes me think that many of them are going to be like silent or sound effects only. Yeah. Yeah. And then character design for OPED was Atsuko Fukushima, who... Control F character design. Giovanni's Island, Genius Party, Labyrinth movie, Lensman movie, Popolokwa? I don't know what the fuck that is. And Robot Carnival. Okay, cool. I guess that's something. Oh, okay. It was character design for Labyrinth, the segment of Labyrinthos. Gotcha. Cool. So that makes sense. Maybe we'll see other like squat, hyper flattened, childish, warpy, wavy characters like we got from Sachi in Labyrinthos. There's no labyrinthine in there, is there? Okay. Let's watch this motherfucking thing. First one is like 5 minutes long. Dope. I've got... Okay, I downloaded the Kuchirukia version. You can find it on Nya. Great. Robot Carnival 1, opening. I have it up. It's ready to go. I don't know if there are multiple audio situations. I kind of hope not. Stereo Japanese is all that's available. Subtitles, I don't know if we need those, but I'll put them on, I guess. And let's let it play. Beep beep timer. Oh, wait. 2 versions, picture-in-picture version in the description, timer up on YouTube, discussion on the timer version, not on the picture-in-picture version, video on the picture-in-picture version, not on the timer version. You get how it works? Okay, beep beep timer. Another push-pin planning. Robot Carnival. The Robot Carnival. Okay. Coming soon. A torn away page. So this is a post-apocalyptic land. Okay, that's a human being. Those are weird, pig sheep goats? Pig oat sheeps? Better. Okay. Whoa. Whoop, 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 whoop. All those classic sound effects. That's great. Wow, they are detailed. Well, okay then. What do they see? Oh, closing up shop, boarding up the windows. Everybody's scared. Does the top of that building kind of look like it's got eyes and a mouth or something? No. All right, what do we see above? Just a burb. That's not just a burb. The robots are coming. Maybe. Oh wait, those things were like they're the things that you use to pile up on the edge of a waterway. Whoa, that's Robot Carnival emerging from the fucking ground? Oh shit, doggo. This is the title sequence, isn't it? So, a savage land of barbaric humans being completely overshadowed by the gigantic glory of the Robot Carnival. Oh, that track. Dun, dun, dun. That's fucking cool. And also horrifying. Oh, it has no idea. It's just trampling buildings, isn't it? So technology marches on without our control, eh? And it's completely out of sorts, very much like construction cancellation order. It's horrifying, isn't it? This joyous thing. To the celebration of all, they destroy everything unknowingly. Uh-oh, those are scary. What are they gonna do? Oh my god! Like, dropping bombs. Bows to... what? But why? It's just an unstoppable force that they have no control over, huh? Time to rebuild, I guess. Is that it? That's it. Okay, I'm just gonna, where I wrote down Brobot Carnival on my thing. Let me just scrape the little B off of that really quickly. Yep, Not bros. Not bros. Definitely not bros. Okay, I mean, that's pretty fun in a horrifying sort of way. Oh, and then VLC's being all wonk. That's sort of fun in a terribly horrifying sort of way. So, the flyer was just there. It gets seen by him, and he takes it as a sign that something is coming. And he's not wrong. The land that they live in, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but everything is wood or carved from stone, right? But there are relics amongst their stuff. There are relics of a bygone age. We see them in town a couple times. Gosh, some of the background animated shots, like him running down this hill, are fantastic. The sound effects as he runs around through town, they're all classic Warner Brothers sound effects. Whoop, 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 and then yeah. Yeah, and then scribbledy, screechy, talky stuff. Nobody takes him seriously until they all look up and see it for themselves, and then they begin to freak out as well. Yeah, here are the buildings. That's not what matters, though. There was something else. Yeah, here. You see these triangular shapes over here? Hold on. Come on, load. Yeah, these triangular shapes on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Those are bay concrete pontoons. Concrete jacks? They're like apple jacks or not apple jacks. What's the toy? Knucklebones, concrete, ocean? Yeah, Dolos. Dolos. That's what they are. D-O-L-O-S. Plural dolose. D-O-L-O-S-S-E. Reinforced concrete block in a complex geometric shape weighing up to 80 tons. Used in great numbers as a form of coastal management to build revements. I don't know what that is. For protection against the erosive force of waves from a body of water. To dissipate instead of block the energy of waves. Now, I can't be certain that that's what those are, but that's what those look like, don't they? Kind of. Maybe not. I was thinking that if those were Dolos, then that would imply that this was once a sea or near it, and they've repurposed this. So it's just an interesting place to think about, like, where is this all coming from? I don't know. And then Robot Carnival itself emerges off over the horizon, and it is the most horrifying thing in existence. It is celebratory and happy, and it has no idea what it's doing. It is an embodiment of robotics and technology. Progress marches on and stomps those who do not understand it, destroying all in its wake while self-congratulating. That's pretty on the fucking nose. There's not a lot more to it. I mean, there are the band that plays music but then is destructive force in and of itself, right? Obviously a thing that was created to create joy, which is now causing destruction because it's been unleashed and is not under anything's control. conductor bot of them all that stands up at the front and leads them shakily as though it's half broken itself, as though robots can't guide themselves, which makes perfect sense. The horrifying dancing spinny girl ladies who are dropped off of the thing in a manner that is obviously and intentionally reminiscent of, let's just guess, World War II large payload bomb drops, because that's what it looked like, especially with the screaming wee, wee, wee noises as they went. Like, that was a bombing, dude. It's a bombing run. All set to fanfare and glory. Okay, that's a way to start your potentially philosophical set of works about robotics and technology. Embody it as a horrifying force that we can't control. Okay, yeah, sure, okay. Cool. Well, that was part 1 of this thing. I'm now very excited. Let's move on to part 2. Part 2 is called Franken's Gear. Let me open it. It's a big file. It is 9 minutes and 20 seconds long. Sweet. I've got it up now. Does it have dialogue, audio that I should subtitle? Probably. We'll see. And it's up. Who made the thing for this one? Who did all the things for this one? Franken's Koji Morimoto. Okay, Koji Morimoto. That insane animator boy. Yeah. You know, animation on a bunch of stuff. Assistant chief animator on Akira. You know, somebody. Just somebody. Nobody important. You know, worked with Miyazaki on multiple films, and yeah, he's kind of insane. Okay, let's go for the next one. Franken's Gear. Beep beep timer. This is obviously Frankenstein, right? We'll see. Wait, actually, I should hold on. German translate. Stein? Stone. So, wait, is Frankenstein? Is it like Frankenstone? Man of... I don't know what that means. Name. No. No. Etymology Frankenstein. Yeah. Stone of the Franks. Okay. It just means Stone of the Franks. So now it means Gear of the Franks. But it's gonna be a monster of some kind. Let's go. Beep beep timer. Oh, Dark Knight, electricity, stormy lightning, Frankenstein. Good. Cool. Castle. Evil castle? Okay. What are those crazy sketches? Oh. Going for the It's Alive moment, are we? This is gorgeous. Did he just fall out the window? Home Slice, did you just fall out the window? No. But this is his labyrinthine workplace, eh? And those sketches are there. Oh, Jesus. He is a spooky dude. Oh, hello, Franken's Gears. Or whatever. I guess that's probably the last piece. Whoa. Whoa, oh my god, the depth of space. Did you see that shit? Yes, yes. It's alive. It's alive. Sorry. And now we're creating a beat. Dude, those electricity effects are kind of super awesome. Okay, everything is super awesome looking, frankly. Look at all the mechanical stuff. Look at the lighting, too. Oh my god. Don't touch that. Ground yourself before you touch that. Yes, yes. And it explodes. It's filling up. Something wrong? Not enough power? Crankety, 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 crank. Oh my god. Destroying his own laboratory in order to make this thing function. But was it enough? As soon as he walks away, I worry. Waiting for a twitch. Boing. Huh? Just gonna beat on it? Just insult to injury, eh? Thanks, world. Can always count on the world to humble you. And all the gears come to a halt, huh? Their energy expended, all of the work put into creating this place. Worthless? Maybe. Um. What? Where did all the color go? It's coming to life. It worked. And now he's horrified. This isn't how it's supposed to work, is it? What is happening? Oh, now he's excited. Why did color come back? Dude. Dude, this is the most insane shit. And debris and stuff and what? Wait, why is he gray? The strain of this thing trying to get up. Why are you gray? And then it just falls on him. Because Frankenstein's always about the creator's hubris. Give me a hug, buddy. Smush. Were those load bearing? Those were load bearing. Okay, this place is coming down on top of the inventor, and he doesn't give a fuck. What the hell is that thing anyway that he's... Oh, now you're dead. What? What? But, you, but, it, you, what? It's so ambiguous. I don't know what happened. Yeah, whatever. It was really pretty. At least that's helpful. It was really fucking pretty. I mean, seriously. Okay, hold on. I gotta change something to make this stop doing what it's doing. Good. It's fucking gorgeous. The mechanical design and mechanical animation and just, like, those sequences where the machine is actually getting itself up are just absolute, like, mecha gore porn. Complete mecha porn and style porn and lighting porn. This whole environment that's created by this, like, this is the shot that really struck me more than any was. We get this panning over while lightning flares of these dilapidated beams and wooden supports and structures and whatever they are in the roof, and these, like, old metal, and this just blurs by our screen really fast to give depth to the frame, to put something in the deep foreground. But it's all ultra detailed, and the wood grain is legit and thought through and dilapidated, and the nails are, like, bent and misshapen, and everything in the entire 10 minutes is like that. It's just excellent. And then as we move up, we continue to construct this incredibly accurate three-dimensionality of space using these various foreground objects and beams and wires and cables and tubes and pipes and things to create this latticework grid that gives depth to this frame in a way that's utterly bonkers to be actually parallaxing those at such an accurate rate in 1987. What the shit? And then every action that he takes is uber smooth. He's like a Disney character with the lolling old man mouth, and the tongue that's almost half of his expression is just like, oh, that's like what he does a lot of the time. It's really weird. And then there are the insane electricity effects and whatnot, but all of it pales in comparison to the sequence where the robot finally begins to like work, where he like gives up, and then I don't understand what this is, but it's a thing. Sure. And then it starts to remove itself from its bed location where it is and get up. And that's fucking amazing because everything is moving. This is like you know the sequence where what's his face actually comes into his power in Akira and shit gets wonky? This is on that level animation wise pretty easily. And I have no idea what it means. But just like the incredible accuracy of like tension in all of the wires and stuff. Every little nut and bolt held perfectly, and as it moves, it holds its shape as though it's a 3D object, but it's not. And then he gets grayed for some reason, and I still don't understand why. And then this sequence, as it's like pulling, you can almost see the mechanical musculature of the neck of this robot pulling against the wires before they finally snap out and give it its freedom. And then he teaches it to use hands, and then he asks for a hug, and then it opens its arms to give him a hug, and then it crushes the support pillars and brings the building down on top of the both of them, and or murders him intentionally. I'm really not sure. Kinda, sorta up in the air on what the fuck this means. But it's pretty awesome. And I don't understand what his orb thing is either that he carries. It's kind of like a globe that he just carries around on his back for some reason. Until he realizes he's being murderized and then runs and then gets murderized, I think. And then we're just cut to black. And then the split. And I don't understand it at all. Okay. All right, Robot Carnival 2, Franken's Gear, you have fucked with me effectively. Let's move on to the next episode. Robot Carnival 3, Deprive. Oh boy, that sounds dark. It is 6 minutes and 52 seconds long. Excellent. Who was in charge of it? Deprive. It doesn't. Okay. It's Omori. Hidetoshi Omori. Yeah, that, yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna go through Omori's list of things that he's done because there are literally too many. Omori is still active in the anime industry today and is probably one of the greatest directors and other peoples in existence. Okay, let's just watch it. How about that? We'll just watch it. Deprive. Okay. I've got Deprive up. Let's, beep timer. Right into it. Hello, lone stranger. Hello, crystalline something. Oh shit, this is Purdy, isn't it? What lies below? The title. Oh my god. Okay. We have cityscapes and we're interplanetary, I guess, and that was an attack by robots? Or no, robots are our friends. Some robots are our friends, other robots are not our friends. Okay. Those robots are not our friends. And she is giving a charm of protection of some sort or something to her robot friend, who she is going to try to save, maybe? Holy fuck. Nope, he did not get saved. She is beautiful. She looks like a Gunbuster character. Okay, robot kind of survives. And there's a person within that robot? Hi, Home Slice. Where'd you get the Star Wars speeder? Not that I'm complaining. This is fucking cool. So is that the robot that we saw before become human? Or... That's fucking dope. Dude, the stylistic choices of this whole thing are, like, the coolest music video I've ever seen. Oh my god. Fight it. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay, that was an evil person. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, we are now in prison. Fuck. But is that the goal? To get closer? So that we can break out all of us? Evil lady? Yep. Hey! Oh, Jesus. That looks like pain. And it is the robot. Okay. And the necklace. How can you possibly survive that? 'Cause I care, baby. Nah. Holy fuck. That's pretty cool. Hey, buddy. Final battle, let's go. Uh-huh. Damn it, Straits. Which one's real and which one's the illusion? Yeah, punch that asshole. Green hair is so 2057. Still smile. Oh god, what the fuck? Hey! I like that one a lot. I like that so much. It's just a 7-minute long, amazing music video with 3 really solid tracks built into it. I really enjoyed this one. Partly because of that. Thematically, it makes good sense. I don't really know that it makes good sense, but it makes enough sense, right? You've got a world where robots and humans live together, sort of. It's unclear whether the robot that she was initially with is, like, contains the mentality of someone who is or was at one point human who she knows or knew. Seems like it might be. Seems like it might be something along the lines of, like, that's her dead brother whose mind was put into a robot or something, right? But it's unclear. The other option is that the robot gained some level of autonomy because it wanted desperately to save her. Regardless, the implication is that robots have feelings and can have meaningful relationships with humans. Now, I need to discover whether there's a connection between this and Gunbuster, because everything about the female character is so Gunbuster that I just need to check and see if character designs, like, overlap. So, I mean, it's Omori. Did you do character design for something that I don't know about? Did you work on Gunbuster at all? I don't think so. Buster? No, he didn't do that. So, shit, man, I really don't know. Fuck. But he did the character design, so I guess that's just that, you know? Rotsuki Doji character design, Ai Monogatari, Dando, Gino Otoko, Guyver Bio Booster? Okay. I see where he gets some of this stuff, man. I see where he gets some of it. But man, this is weird. And cool. Okay, let's do a little bit of skimmy thing. There were also an insane number of crazy, like, ideas or stylistic thingies, particularly, like, the moments. I mean, the way that characters meld between frames is one thing. That's one way of either cost cutting or not doing tweening. But then these like semi-transparent overlays over things are a very distinctive stylistic choice. And what's really weird is that, like, when Robot Buddy is entering this location for the first time, he, like, no, a little bit earlier. Yeah, right there. He walks forward. Yeah, we get these sliding shots, him jumping, and these are all really cool. But then there's like this, where the faraway version is moving toward us, and then we see like this close up in the fuzzy or the semi-transparent, showing us like his expression while showing us the scene that he's in. It's very stylistically distinct and unique, and I actually kind of like it. I also really dig Dude Bro's character design. The whole thing with the sideburns and the kind of pompadour that sort of waves in the wind is very reminiscent of something, and I don't know what. Cobra anime. That's what jumps to mind. Yep, that is exactly what I'm thinking of with the sideburns and shit. I'm thinking of Cobra, Space Adventure Cobra. Yeah. Now, Omori, did you work on Cobra at all? I don't really. You did. Key animation for episodes 1, 3, and 4. When was that? When was 1982? Okay, something like that. You can definitely see some of that stylistic influence here. Omori didn't work on Cashern, did he? That's an interesting thought. Cashern? No, he did not work on Kashan. Bunch of Ghost in the Shell stuff, though. Okay. Okay. I like this one a lot. It's stylistically really fun. The battleness is super awesome. The debris and stuff is really cool. The mechanical design is amazing. The style on some of these effects and stuff is completely unique. Like you've never seen torture beams animated like this. Let alone the constantly changing, shifting background between colors and solid white and like weird patterns and stuff. That's nuts. Or this like David Bowie with an eye patch looking motherfucker with the green hair and the evilness. Holy shit. And then some of the shots where he's jumping around, bouncing around, dodging bullets and things, and just being badass. Or this moment where he's got this pillar of explosive fire behind him before the final boss boy comes down for the final battle boy. And we fuck him up real good after he hits us with the sticky eye lasers of whatever. Boom! This is just super fun, and then it's also super wholesome. He picks up the girl, saves the girl, goal reached, the future is ahead of us, an open sky of sorts, multiple strange moons, and she opens her pretty little eyes and looks at her savior and realizes who it is. Dat boy. Forever. Hell yeah. I'm gonna just call this episode Dat Boy Forever because Dat Boy is cool. Okay, I really like this one. It's a lot simpler, I think, and was really fun. Yay! All right, let's move on to number 4. Let's go. Let's continue. So, what is number 4? What should we be looking forward to? Number 4 is Presents, and it is the largest file in the batch. It is 3 gigabytes. Oh boy! How long is this actual thingy? It is a full 19 minutes. Okay, that's probably we're going to pick up next week after this one, but we are going to watch this one. This one has audio. This one has an actual script. English subtitles official script? Sure, I'll go with that. I don't know what else it'll mean. This one is Presents. Presents Yasuomi Umetsu on direction script. Character design, a lot, almost all of it, and did his own animation direction and other things as well. Okay, Yasuomi Umetsu, who you? Kite anime? Wait, what? Kizu? Something about Kizu. Oh, key animation on parts 1 and 3 of Kizu Monogatari. I want to know what he's directed though. Director. Galilei Dona. Okay. Absurdism and something. Okay. Never heard of it. And Yet the Town Moves. Animation director on one episode of Beck. Unit director on an ED of Beelzebub. Storyboard and stuff for the ED of Bungo Stray Dogs. Key animation on Grave of the Fireflies. Work on Ikitosen. Sort of a weird... Ooh, did episode direct one of the Mega Zones. And Mezzo? What is Mezzo? Wait, is Mezzo Forte? Is that the porn one? Nope, that's totally different. What am I thinking of? I think I am thinking of Mezzo. I think I am thinking of the right thing. Yeah. Themes: cyberpunk, girls with guns, rape, objectionable content, pornography. Yeah, I thought so. Is this the one with, like, that's really horrifying? I'm pretty sure it is. But it also has some crazy awesome fight animation and stuff. Cool. Alright, I think that's enough info. Let's watch this thing. Just wanted to give it a little bit more time because it is, it's 20 minutes long. So, alright, let's watch Robot Carnival Presents. I have chosen to listen to the Japanese audio, not the English. And the subtitle track, there are three. One of them is English subtitles official script. One is track 2 English. The other is ZXX. I chose official script because I have no idea which one's better. So, presents. Beep beep timer. This angle is really weird. What? 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 They just stole a boy's fucking head. And we never get to see the neck. We haven't seen what's inside yet. Obviously, it's something mechanical, right? I'm sorry, what? Okay. And put in katakana for some reason. That's weird. Focus on bodily functions, which are probably not necessary. Detached. No eye contact. That was robotic. Whoa, that cut though. This whole thing is super animated amazingly. What the fuck? Uh-huh. And you? Hello, fuckboy kids. Chucking heads around. Uh-huh. Those are like Geiger works. Those are like alien stuff. What the fuck? Okay. What happens if you don't? Whoa. Whoa. Is he collecting parts and building a person of his own? Uh... Uh... That's pretty weird, dude. We don't have enough social context to understand what's going on. Bruh. It's pretty creepy. I know why he creeps me out. He reminds me of Kira Yoshikage for some reason. All put together a little bit. Okay. So you're creating one. A shattered illusion? Spare parts. But he's looking for a way to bring her to life, isn't he? The junk pile. Nobody'll notice. Or you'll come back later, huh? She can move on her own. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. What? I don't know if you know what that means. Uh-oh. Yo, hold on. No, you gotta turn that off. No, you gotta, no, air gap that shit and turn it off. No. Air gap, turn off. No. Dude, unplug her from whatever system she's in and turn her the fuck off. That's a sentient entity. No, that's not good. She's gonna manipulate you. Get your wife killed. It's gonna be bad. Oh shit, she just left, didn't she? Or no, she's going through stuff. Good. To pass butter. Presents. Clearly, depends on your definitions. What? And he shatters a mirror when he throws her, eh? Finally aware of himself, I see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. To kill what he has made? What? That's him as an old man. Alright, and once they're gone? Uh... That's her. Holy shit. She has blue hair now? Or is that Shadow? That's Shadow. So, did you find love? What? Wow. She was never there, huh? The haunted imaginings of an old man and his regrets, eh? Ah, so he's going back to see if her body is still there or if she left. And? Much older. A toy for his granddaughter, perhaps? A little version of her. An angel. Open your eyes once more. Will you see her? Yeah. But this time she's here to beckon you forward, isn't she? He's gone. No, he's gone. Nani? Yep. Sure. Yeah, okay. What? Well, that was utterly beautiful and also incomprehensible as fuck. What? So, man seeks an outlet for his desires that are unfulfilled by his wife, constructs for himself in secret a uh, perfect mechanical embodiment of all of the things of femininity that he finds valuable, is questioned by her. Eventually, she attempts to embrace him. He freaks the fuck out, throws her against a window, shatters it, and then leaves. and then grows like 40 years older, like that, and then sees her explode, apologizes because he knows that she, as an entity, is still waiting for that love that she was looking for. And then she explodes, but then she was never really there, and it was all a dream. And so he gets up and takes his sorry old ass to the old workshop where he used to be, where he finds and confirms what he knew, which was that she's still sitting there dead and broken and stuff. And we don't really know how he feels about that, except regret. And then he ages further forward, and then he has made the toy for his granddaughter, I think, and then he's ready to die, and she comes and ushers him onward, making his physical presence disappear as well. What? Ow, my brain. Okay, despite the lack of comprehension on my end of things, that was gorgeous. The music alone was beautiful, but the actual general style of all of the backgrounds is amazing. There's a real true deftness in demonstrating the lack of connection between this family. And it's super weird. The thing that we really don't understand is who are humans and who are robots in this universe? We don't really know. Like, we see these kids, they've already got his head, right? No. But he's just an ordinary person walking down the street, right? He's just an ordinary rando walking down the street, and they just throw a bomb at his neck and blow his head off and then use it for games. What? Like, they knock his block off, literally. What is the second thing that they throw at him? Bomb and then a soccer ball. Yep. Also, all-on-ones. Fucking hell. So how many of the other people are mechanical? We don't know. We can't know. We do know that the kids look fucking weird. Like, their eyes look strange. But that's all we know. Also, all of this on one's animation, fam. Also, it's slow-mo, but, you know. Boing. Fucking weird. And hilarious, but more weird. Okay. A bit jealous of his wife. A feminist himself. One with a wife who is in charge of things, but faceless. I mean, it's clear that their connection is not super legitimate. We get that in the dining sequence, right? I forgot to mention the dining sequence, because the dining sequence is important. Yeah. So, reflections in all of the metalwork is insane. Reflections on the soup and stuff is insane. And then just the, like, eyes down, eating very carefully, everything in its proper place, not saying anything about the soup being delicious, just experiencing it. And then they don't look at each other. We don't see her face. She is not human for the presence of this experience. And then the way that the daughter walks up is very, which I think is intentional to make it, like, unclear to us whether this is a human being. Like, we just don't know if these are at all humans, or if they are robotic creatures of some kind. I don't know. This whole world that's created, though, with the... Oh my god, right, the towers! We forgot to mention the towers! I forgot about the towers completely! Holy shit, that HP Geiger stuff! What the fuck is that? That's alien, dude. Hold on, where's my torrent thing? I'm gonna start... I didn't download them, but I should have. I didn't download the extras. And part of the extras, I think, contain some, like, liner notes. Notes from the liner of the thing. Priority ultra high for presents. Wait, yeah, for presents. I don't care about the other ones. Not right now. Give me a sec. This might take a minute to just download. I want to download those liner notes. Because maybe there's something that'll help this fit in my brain space a little bit better. While storyboarding, he reflected on his own aging and eventual death and how the world would seem as he aged. Cites Stanley Kubrick as a major influencer, particularly in how he builds spaces. I feel that big time. Holy crap, yeah. And Joe Hisaishi on the score. That's so cool. Okay. Let me go back to the first note. Right, filmography, some Mezzo Forte, Kite Liberator, which is another one of those horrifying ones, isn't it? And then Presence liner notes 3. Deeply embarrassed by the work, claiming he regards it as a failed attempt to do things beyond his reach. Claims not to remember any details of its production and thought he'd even forgotten the story. He's proud of certain cuts, particularly the girl's flowing skirt falling to the ground during the sequence. Wow. Yeah. I think the human performances were all wrong. As an experiment, I was trying all kinds of things like animating on 1s or 2s. I don't think that worked. There are some nice things, but there are parts that look unnatural. There absolutely are, which is part of where my confusion comes in, because, like, it's unclear to me whether the humans are meant to look a little bit jerky and robotic. Spent his early years working under Masami Suda. When I watched Suda's performances, I thought that they felt so human, and he didn't feel like he could live up. Whoa. Okay. That puts some things in perspective. We've got an obviously highly talented individual, Umetsu, here, trying to do something that's maybe beyond the scope of what he's capable of, and I think succeeding in a way that maybe he didn't intend to, because this whole thing is an ethereal acid trip of insanity. I fully agree with him that the cut of the dress all collapsing down together, as she falls to her knees first, is some of the most beautiful general animation and flowiness that I've ever seen. All of that debris falling, the trickle down her of her own oily blood, the way she topples to her knees and then back, and then it's all enveloped by this utterly impossible flow of on one's fabric animation. What the fuck? Absolutely insane looking. Super beautiful. A very emotional 20 minutes, but a confused emotional 20 minutes. If there was just a little bit more clarity on, like, the society in which they live, which is not comprehensible to us, because we don't know who's robots and who's not, and we don't know how that functions in, like, a... He talks about hiding this a secret from all his friends and even his family, but, like, we don't know how bad it would be if people knew that he was manufacturing another robot from parts. Just don't know. We see that there are, like, broken, busted robots just casually thrown in a dumpster, and kids play with a robot's head. It seems pretty clear that they're a second class at the very least. But also, we just don't know. Man. She is beautiful, though. I think she's super creepy, but she is beautiful. The space that's created in this workshop, the lighting and shadow throughout, the way that the characters move, even if he's not happy with the way that the humans move, I think he should be very pleased with some of the way that this all turned out. I don't claim to understand it at all. But man, this is a fascinating 20 minutes of weird. Like, what are the flying red things, and why does one of them knock this thing over? What is that supposed to mean? Why does the lighting change completely when it happens, as though it's a pivotal moment, when we don't know what it means? And then we're just like, okay, it's now the future. Woohoo! This is pretty weird. It's pretty strange. Like the single lamppost in the middle of nowhere, also very strange. I guess he moved away as far as he could get from the city? Maybe. Hard to say. Hard to know. Impossible to know. That was nutty. Okay, how long is the next one? It's also pretty long. It's 1.8 gigabytes, and I think like 10 minutes, probably. Let me see. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna stop there then. So we have gone through 4 of the episodes of Robot Carnival, one of which is the longest individual story of Robot Carnival. We could go on from here and do the rest of them. I think I don't want to do that because this has been a weird trip so far and a really enjoyable one, chock full of like info and strangeness and cool animation styles and cool art styles. I'll say of the 4 that we've seen so far, I thought that Deprive was the most fun, simply because it was action-packed and the style was really cool and the music was dope. Presence was probably the most engaging, even if I don't understand it at all, and that's totally fine. Frankenskier sort of slid off me. I don't really get it. The art and animation and the mechanical stuff in it is utterly bonkers, and I'll give it that. And then the opening is, I think, pretty on the nose and pretty straightforward with the deal of, like, these barbaric humans and these mechanical things that are uncontrolled monstrosities. It's pretty on the nose and pretty straightforward. Altogether, well, we've got about half of the picture of this whole anthology thing. So, I'm going to refrain from drawing any significant conclusions for now, and instead say that we'll do that next week. I will also plan to skim through all of these that we've watched already before I come back to start recording next Monday. Does that make sense? And then next week we're going to watch starting from number 5, Starlight Angel, and all the way through to the end. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I should take my own advice and just end now. Okay. I've been Teeaboo. This has been the first 4 vignettes of Robot Carnival 1987. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we finish off the second half. See you there. Peace.